Well, I mean, you saw the title of the video, so I guess we should talk about this. Hey, Bits and Bytes. I'm quitting YouTube and streaming and whatever. There's like a lot I could say about this, and yet I don't want to get like... There's a lot that I could go on forever, and I don't want to script this out because I'm a bad actor, so like rehearsed lines aren't going to work for me. But I did create an outline here just so I can like cover the bases, I guess. The who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. I don't know if all of those are applicable, but who? Me? I'm quitting? What? YouTube? When? As soon as I'm done uploading, like, the extra stuff I have on backlog, I guess. I have, like, a ton of, best of gaming montage things that I want to upload. Maybe just purely out of sentimentality for it all. Just like a best of, let's say goodbye kind of thing. And then why, though? Why? Why am I quitting? Well, I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is great, but, I mean, views are as low as they've ever been. I think a lot of people like to blame the YouTube's back-end system for it or whatever, but I think just the only thing that consistently grows on my channel is subscribers. Views are even lower than they were now, even though I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. They're lower now than when they were when I was at 1,000 subscribers, because I think people subscribe through certain episodes. I think a lot of people subscribe through like Nuclear Throne videos, or a lot of my older quirkier things, and I just don't really upload those videos quite as often. And so it's like people subscribe, they'll stick around for a while, but they get tired of me pretty quickly, or I'm just not playing what they want to play, and that's like whatever. It's a good lesson in trying to stay focused on the content you put out on YouTube, because if something that you record and put out before gets big later on and you're not doing that anymore, it's not going to actually convert into any meaningful thing for your channel. There are like several big theories I can expound upon as to why I think my channel didn't really work out, but they're all theories. And it would just be me kind of putting myself down, so, I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and there's no conspiracy theory here. It's just like, yeah, you could ask, well, I guess I'm not going to bring up personal logs or anything, but I've just, over the last year or two, have just been off and on randomly been like, hey, I'm going to quit, I'm going to stop doing this, it's not going anywhere, it's starting to become unfulfilling and all that kind of stuff. And, I don't know, I guess my passion's just kind of run out for it, I've been doing this for like 6 years now, and I don't know. You put your time and your effort and you put yourself into something, and, you don't really get anything back out of it, and that's why they say do it for the love of it and all that kind of stuff. But you ever notice how people who say do it for the love of it, they're usually people who are either just never been in that field of work before, or they're the successful ones. So it is kind of bullcrap, but I don't know, I rolled out of bed today, I looked over at my channel, I looked at the things I uploaded yesterday and today, and like, no one's really watching it. That's not your fault at all. But I think it's just time to shut it down, I think it's run its course, and then some, I feel like I've been in denial for quite a while about this, and, so yeah, other than like the few things that I have already recorded from before I made this decision, those things will still go up, but after that, it's just all gonna be left here. I know usually people don't like to do just straight up I'm quitting videos, because there's a certain level of finality about it. It's a hard stop, it's a period at the end of the sentence, whereas normally, people will just kind of stop uploading, and then you see that the last thing they uploaded was like 2 months ago, and you're like, what happened? And I get it, it's like you want to keep one foot in the door still, like, I might still come back, I might still play Happy Wheels, like, just, I just want to close this though. Gameplay videos on YouTube have been kind of circling the crapper for various reasons. YouTube itself has just been a pile of crap, and just really the only good thing that's come out of this is just, the memories, the fact that I really did enjoy playing the games and talking with you all. I had a huge privilege in being able to have like a small, dedicated, loyal group of people who watch me and watch my stuff. Like, thank you. You really kept me going for as long as I did. This just feels weird. This feels very odd. I've been doing it for so long, and it was a dream of mine, you know. It started off with comics, and then I started doing this on the side, and then this thing became bigger than the comics, I think, at one point, and then I don't know. I took the DLive job, and things started changing. I mean, it's not DLive's fault though at all. Never in 1,000 years should you think that. Like, DLive's more. My work with DLive is a symptom, not the cause. You know, like I probably would have quit before now if it weren't for DLive. Like, being able to have an income from him has been, you know, the single thing that's really helped me to relax and enjoy myself while I play games, because I spent like 4.5 years of my time on YouTube being like super broke, super not knowing if I'm going to be able to pay rent, you know, trying to raise a kid and do all the other stuff. So yeah, you know, they say do one thing and do it well. I was trying to do everything. So let's just you know, make this. Let's put a little chart here, right? Here's a list of the things that Kakujo has been trying to do all this time, and now here's a list of the things that I'm still going to be doing. I'm still going to do the comic, mostly because I still have this Surface Pro 4 that I invested a lot of money into, and even though it's crap and I've returned it to Microsoft and they sent me replacements, and they're all also crap, I don't think I can return it anymore, so I've got to like make my money back on that one at least before I shut that thing down. Plus, I also like making comics. Otherwise, I really would just like hawk the Surface Pro on eBay or something like that. I am still gonna update my alt YouTube here and there. Like, it's just like if inspiration strikes and I'm like, oh hey, I want to do this, you know, like I'll put up like a banjo cover of a song, of a video game song I like or something, or the Tamagotchi vlogs. We're at day like 22 or 23ish as of this recording on the Tamagotchi vlogs. So there's that. And then yeah, the YouTube, the montages that I have that I'm going to put together, so we can just see kind of like how this journey's gone, see all the best moments and all that. And the Departed Minecraft series will be continuing over on Jasmine's channel. I'm still going to sit down and record with her for those. At least that's the plan now. It could change. Since the series is only going to be on Jasmine's channel now, it's completely like up to her what to do with it. So whatever she decides to do with it, I'm cool with it. I just really like recording with her and playing Minecraft, so I'm still gonna, you know, just do that, like as a friend type thing. And then, once it's all gone, once the dreams ended and I've disappeared and I'm just there sometimes in the backgrounds of other things, you can, you know, find whispers, echoes of Kakujo and DLive's videos. I edit those still. I'm still gonna edit those, and so I'll be there making the cuts, choosing what to accentuate, what to emphasize, what to zoom in on and such. So, yeah, I'll be there, kind of. It's easy to say that Kakujo, this thing was a solo gig, but I mean, there's some people I got to address. Firstly, obviously you, watching me, supporting me, thinking I'm cool, maybe? Or at least entertaining sometimes. Like, there were so many times I wanted to quit before, and I got a message from someone saying like, oh dude, I really like this thing you did, or this thing you did really helped me out through some hard times, or just straight up just like, hey, really nice vid here you did, I really like this thing, or whatever, or just interacting with me in general. Like, just, I can't even tell you with plain words how much I appreciate all that you've been there for. To my collaborators, because let's face it, playing games with other people, recording them and putting on each other's channels, it's fun, and obviously you want to go out of your way to try to make sure you're playing with people who are fun and who you like, and you're playing games that you enjoy. And I've been lucky enough to have every single collaboration I've done been fun, and the people I worked with, I've become at least like a good acquaintances with, some of them really good friends. But, you know, there's a bit of an investment, really. You plant those seeds, right? You collaborate with people. So then there's a link to your channel in one of their videos, and then hopefully one of the people you collaborate with will get huge, and then the traffic will be sent back to you and all that stuff. And so people who reached out to me and were hopeful, they're like, hey, this guy looks like he's going places. You know, sorry. As much as I don't want this to feel like a slap in the face to anyone who's gone out of their way to ever help me, anyone who's inconvenienced themselves or spent a little extra time to help me out in whatever way, like, thank you. And I'm sorry I couldn't have done better. And then let's be honest, literally none of this would have been possible without Tenorio, or IRL named Tenley. She, for the first like 4.5 years of doing this before I started working with DLive, she made like all the money, you know? With just YouTube, I make enough money to pay my internet bill kind of. Like, even now, I still am like, if I had to just pay the internet bill, I'd be like, hey, Tenley, can I borrow like $5 this month? The internet bill is randomly like $5 more for some reason. So it was pretty much all her and her patience and her belief and her trust, her support, you know. I mean, regardless of what she thought of what I was doing, she was like, you do you, it looks like, you know, you're doing something really cool and you're really putting your all into it. And she was always there just completely and totally on board with whatever it was I did. Probably longer than any normal person should have been. Like, if I were her, I would have made me quit this a long time ago. But she didn't, and I appreciate that. And, you know, and to Lily, too. I mean, even if she doesn't realize it, Lily's helped me stay sane and will continue to keep me sane. If it weren't for her, I would never leave this apartment. If it weren't for her, I would never talk to anyone in real life. You know, like, I was really lucky, and it worked out for a while there. So really, I guess what it boils down to is I guess I'm just kind of done putting in so much work, arguably more work than a lot of other people do, and getting, I don't know, nothing out of it. It's like, I feel like I'm in this corner now where, like, I either play Nuclear Throne and put up with the toxic community, or I play games that are fun and attract interesting people, but I only get like 140 views or whatever. So I don't, that's not the kind of choice I want. There's a third choice, and that's I'm leaving. And if I come back, it'll be later, after something's changed in my life, after I've found something I'm passionate about and can turn into a thing on YouTube. But YouTube is tumultuous. There are waves right now that I don't even, I can't even like predict what's going to happen next, you know? And I don't want to be that kind of person. I'm not a Roy Disney. I'm not even really a Walt Disney, but I definitely don't like doing the business side of things. Like, I probably could have kept this afloat better if I had taken time to do merch, if I had advertised better, but that would have required time that I just don't have. I still don't have much time. Doing things on YouTube and making comics and raising a kid, all three of those things are things that people who are steep in the community have said they are things that you have to, like, you know, have no life to accomplish. And I do like that I see more and more people being like, hey, you know how they say people who make comics, like, to be successful, you have to, like, lose all your friends, you have to, like, have nothing, you have to break your back and stuff. I literally did break my back, by the way, during this. And it was one of the reasons I was like, hey, I'm gonna keep this going, because, well, I've literally broken my back, and I've got this, like, tablet thing, and this tablet arm, and I've got this Surface Pro, and I just kept thinking, like, maybe if I keep pushing, maybe that big break will come, maybe just any day now, something will change. And this will all have not been for nothing, but I don't know. I've stayed in this relationship as long as I can, and I have had so many days where I'm like, I'm gonna quit, and then the next day I'm like, nah, it'll be fine, I'll just keep going, a little while longer, it'll work out. And today, I'm done. And part of me says, wait till tomorrow. Don't make decisions don't make such a rash decision so quickly. But that's just the thing. Waiting it out and waiting till the next day and waiting for my optimism to return for me to be like, oh yeah, this is fine, I'll just keep doing this. I don't know, I can't keep doing this, you know? When I started this, I was what, like 21, 22? I'm 28 now, and I'm about to be 29, and I'm not like, you know, Ego Raptor. I don't have that, like, grandfathered, you know, pre-established following. I guess I'm trying to say it's probably too late for me. And, anyway, I guess that's all. There's so much more to say. There's so many more things that I want to expound upon, and I'll probably, after I hit stop on the record here, I'm going to think of all the things I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all this time. It's been crazy. It's like I've changed as a person over the course of this experiment, I guess. I've met so many cool people. I've had so many people reach out and help me out. But thanks anyway. And you know, I'll see you around. Maybe. Goodbye.